Hello everybody, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. It is time for us to go down here and see what's going on.
Is anyone else's tadpole squirming around more than usual?
It's almost like it's excited by something, drawn to it.
Oh, we're going into something bad, aren't we?
No longer a background murmur, the presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We've found it. The Absolute is behind this door.
You take a worried pause. You didn't free the devil Mizora sent Will for. If you walk through the door, he will die, and his soul will be Mizora's eternally.
I didn't free the devil. Thought I did, but I freed everybody. Well then, we're going back up. Oh, over here. Oh, is there still a closed pod that I didn't notice? Not in there. What about in here? Ah, there is still a closed pod in here.
That pod.
By Grazit's cock, it's about time you came. Thought you'd have figured it out by now. Now, enough sniffing around and get me out of this thing.
Do it, and I'll let Will off his leash. A devil always keeps her promises.
Your eyes turn to the control panel next to the pod. It has two devices marked with illithid symbols. The controls are open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
Quick save.
The symbol's meaning comes into focus.
Annihilate.
The button symbol means nothing to you.
I wish that I had Will with me.
Don't take long.
I can't actually go back up and get Will, can I? Pretty sure I cannot. I'm pretty sure I cannot, but we're gonna try. Because I don't believe for a second that a devil always keeps their promises. But at the same time, she might have to in this case. Yeah, we can't go back up. We will quick save again. Actually, we're gonna do a hard save here. There.
Playtime's.
The controls are open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
Good work. I'd give you a gold star, but I'm fresh out. As for the pact. Clause Z, Section 13. If the Soulbinder consents to separation, she will release the...
Oh, 6 months is a trifle. You barely read through a single bookcase in Candlekeep in such a time.
Ignorant thing. It's always the terms and conditions that get you.
That is true.
Dead serious. Don't let the smile fool you. Right. I'm out of here. I need a long bath. I'll leave you to your very serious business. But don't you fret. If you survive this place, I'll find you. The pup will be needing me. Count on it.
Oh, and ask Will how we met. I've loosened his tongue. It's real cracker of a tale. Ta-ta.
We'll accept that as good enough for now.
Descend, assemble, prepare. Evacuate.
We will now quick save. And in we go.
No longer a background murmur.
We've found it. The Absolute is behind this door.
You said it was under control. It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Motherfucker! Gortash!
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes. With cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure, like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I have played my part.
You've built an army for our masters, true enough. But what of the astral prison? A rogue true soul flaunting it under your nose all this time, and you ran from him.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Ketherick. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up. So you haven't lost your edge. But you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager. The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews again, again. But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketherick, might I suggest closing your fist? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
The Edict of Bane.
The Lash of Bhaal!
That's a big brain.
The Testament of Merkel!
An elder brain. One of the cruelest and most powerful creatures in existence. Enslaved by mere mortals.
Look at that crown. It radiates with power unlike anything I've ever seen. To have it. To hold. Oh, if only I could. But I can't. This is it. I must do as Mystra commands. What choice do I have? More than just a goddess counseled my courage. Whole worlds hang in the balance. I do trust you. More than myself right now. Perhaps even more than Mystra. I have no desire to end your life, you know that. To end it? To struggle on. It is a grave choice you're making for us both. But if it must be so... very well. I'll stand down to stand by you.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guest. Behold, Duke Ravengard, the Absolute.
Who'll preserve us?
You wag your word flap in vain, olderling. Once the worm holds the whip, your shredded flesh will serve us.
Now, it's really time we were going. We will empty this place and begin the march. You may catch up with the army once you've retrieved the weapon. And Ketherick, do try not to sulk. You're supposed to be the fearsome general come to conquer the city. And and I am the hero who will save it.
It is time, faithful ones. March on Baldur's Gate. We go to prepare the way.
Okay. There were no choices in there, so, well, there was talking Gale out of killing us.
Best be on my way.
Oh, that was close.
There you are, as predicted. What is it, I wonder, that draws one toward death like a moth to light? You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from fulfilling my destiny. But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out. Finer champions than you have tried and failed. But perhaps they lacked the fear that drives you. Your freedom hanging in the balance. Let us speak plainly. My Lord Merkel gave me the one thing I desired, the one thing no other god could grant me. My daughter's life returned. Her heart beating once more. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. Join Orin and Gortash to grow the cult of the Absolute, and then take control of it. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers. But for Merkel, I
don't know who Merkel is.
Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism here. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant.
Before I do that, I'm going to look up who Merkel is, just because I want to know. I mean, I'm sure it's one of the evil gods, I just don't know which one. The god of the dead and decay. Okay, that makes perfect sense. I mean, he betrays everybody, so it's not really a question, but I want to hear his words anyway.
Yes. Join
Simple.
the army of the dead, true soul. Witness Lord Merkel's glory.
So long as Night Song's in that cage, Catherine will keep getting back up.
Okay, where is the night song? Where? Must free her from the cage. That cage. Can be helped out of the cage, okay? Well, that's gonna be my job, it looks like. And I'm gonna take an attack of opportunity doing this, but that's okay. Oh, and Action Surge doesn't let me take another step. Very well. I will kill an Intellect Devourer and call that good enough. Oh.
Can't afford to stay idle.
They're still hidden.
Don't burn yourself.
Okay.
I'm too tall for this.
Let's get this over with.
And Gale, move up. Okay. Gale, I would like you to deal with the Intellect Devourers. That seems like a good idea.
Concentrate. Got to move.
And summon a Guardian of the Faith up there to give Ketherick something to do. Other than mess with us, that is.
Incoming.
Oh, there's a Mind Flayer in here. I didn't notice that. Deadly orders.
Soldiers.
Okay, we have a Mind Flayer here we need to deal with. It doesn't help that everybody is stunned.
Ketherick Thorn! Face me!
Back in your cage. Focus your attack, soldiers.
Yeah, the rest of the party is no longer stunned, which is good.
Light on my feet.
Can't give up. Not now.
Okay. I feel like I need to get up here and fight Ketherick.
Soldier.
I speak, they burn.
Alright, level 5. I can cast 6 of these. He has very high defense, though. But probably won't work. I can nuke the Mind Flayer. I should nuke the Mind Flayer. That didn't nuke the Mind Flayer nearly as hard as I wanted it to, but better than nothing. You're able to dominate the mind of a... Wow. Okay, I think that's the game telling me I should have put more effort into killing the Mind Flayer. I did not expect that it would be even capable of doing something like that to her. I'm not carrying any scrolls of Revivify. I don't have an action to use them anyway. Nine meters. I don't know if I can get there. I'm standing on top of her corpse, aren't I? Oh well.
A rough tempest I will raise.
All right, Gale.
Certainly.
He's got 80 health. And he's only resistant to poison, so... Level 4 Scorching Ray. Please don't kill her. Okay, he has 13 health left. I'm in bad shape.
Ready.
The bonus action gets her back up and turn undead.
What a fool you are. You cannot kill me. I am eternal. Merkel, Lord of Bones, I am here. I am ready. I am yours.
Oh, this is gonna be bad. Oh dear. This is bad.
Shit.
Yes, Shadowheart, that is an accurate thing for you to say. I'm gonna need you to walk over here so that you kill that guy, and I need you to spread us out.
I don't fancy their chances.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to split item. We're gonna take one of these and send that to Shadowheart. Okay. The Apostle of Miracle, Visage of the Dead God. Cannot regain hit points. Poison immunity, cold resistance, and necrotic resistance. Okay.
Now you wear a face to match your soul, Oathbreaker.
And she dies again. I'm not quite sure what her plan was right there. Okay, I am apparently immobilized. Probably with fear. Yep. I have a healing potion somewhere. I may have used them all. That would be bad. Because I can't regain HP, but the angel can. Because she's out of range. The answer seems to be no. No, I do not have any.
What should I do?
No gloom, all doom.
Need to act fast.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Well then. I can't heal.
My faith will protect me.
Okay.
Down with you.
What fools these mortals be.
Let's see. Give him something else to attack. Okay, I have bonus action here. Let's use our Scroll of Revivify. Pick up Karlach.
Take two. Need some oil over here.
Oh, I'm chilled. I can't be healed. Okay, well, we've summoned the elemental. I don't know if he's going to do anything now that he's been knocked down there. He was able to frighten an elemental. Turn undead did nothing.
May the dice roll in my favor.
Okay, Fireball and Scorching Ray do the same amount of damage. So does Lightning Bolt.
One life to my life. Sustain me, Slayer.
I'm not sure what got Karlach back up there, but Karlach is back up. And Karlach's down again.
Death is but a word away.
I don't think you should have gone back up there. I think we're about to die. This did, however, work pretty well. We got closer than I expected, particularly with Karlach being out the entire fight, basically. Okay.
Take you.
Oh, and Gale is still down. Then run away back down here.
Take you.
Gods, it's hot in here.
And Karlach doesn't have any method to heal herself.
Knees high.
Okay, Gale, I know you're dead.
Got to focus.
Take you.
Too much to bear.
Well, I'm back up, right?
Take you.
Let's go. Want another?
All right, Karlach, let's try and finish this. Good hit. Earth Elemental's dead. I'm down. If Shadowheart can get another turn, if she can move, this thing only has 3 health. So I'm gonna go ahead and Revivify. Oh, nobody needs to be revivified. Nobody's dead. Well done, Shadowheart. I did not expect to survive that.
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
We pick our way toward our fates. Unleashed!
You have my sword. My fealty. Do what you must. Then we fly this foul place.
Health. I can sleep for a 10-day after that.
Ketheric's netherstone. It's in his armor. Take it.
Onward. Ever onward. Back on your feet.
Looking ahead. Don't waste a step.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Wow.
Remarkable.
She came into the real world.
And now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. To master an Elder Brain, to subdue it. Our enemies are formidable. A temporary reprieve, but a welcome one. With a brain on its way to the city, its influence here is weakened. The crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's Netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasite, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain.
Netherese. These Chosen are powerful indeed to have such magic in their command.
One of them I know, Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver. A worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me, but the way she spoke, it is most likely she follows Baal, god of murder. Ketheric was a follower of Merkel, which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are the chosen of the dead three. Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But working together and controlling an Elder Brain, I dare not imagine what they might achieve. We prepare for the fight of our lives, and the lives of everyone in Faerun. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, an Elder Brain, brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into mind flayers. All it needs is an order the Death God's chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance comes to strike, you must take it, for there may only be one chance.
I'm a quick save before I step through here because if anything on the other side wants to hurt us, we're going to die.
I've been thinking on all that you learned below. If you've got your breath, we ought to discuss our next steps.
Quick save.
Should get some rest.
I can't help but feel like I've been fumbling in the dark for too long, and I've just had a lit torch thrust into my hands. Indeed. Under other circumstances, I might have been subdued or ashamed. But after what we saw, I must admit, I'm excited. The crown! The one the Elder Brain was wearing. The one I very nearly destroyed. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete, that I didn't even recognize it at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. The ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it. That crown sits on a gargantuan elder brain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear. Understanding its true nature might unlock the means of our victory.
That makes sense.
Learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerous Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can. Sorcerer's Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Can I go back to my camp now? I can. Alright, before we talk to, yeah, I want to talk to Isabel.
Do you have anything to eat?
No. Helen! Isabel! My love. You were dead. I saw your body. I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer. I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo. I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead. His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right? I will be. And you? In this moment, I want for nothing. Ah, there you are. This is Aelin. Aelin, this is... Oh, but we have met.
This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father.
May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew, and we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later? We look forward to it.
You there, Sharon. By the fires of your camp's hearth, we will discuss all we must.
I'll be ready. Whatever you have to say had better be worth your life.
Now, you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words.
Aelin! We'll see you later.
Okay.
I had to look after him. Without him, it wouldn't have lasted long.
Halsin is here.
Thaniel rests well. He's healing very rapidly, now that Oliver has returned to him. I knew I could put my faith in you. If only we had met sooner. I can't say for certain, but we'll see it come to pass long before this place recedes behind us. Don't worry. All is at hand. We can depart whenever you're ready. No more than my right hand can absorb my left. Oliver is helping Thaniel to recover. They both lie dormant, like trees awaiting spring. Once the curse is lifted, they can stand as one or as a pair. Whatever they wish, I hope they will remain as a pair. It will be good for them both to have a friend, once I'm gone. Still, I would like to return here someday. See Thaniel and Oliver again. In my meditations, or perhaps in person, if the Oak Father wills it. I hope he does. I have. But perhaps there is more that I want. Anyway, once the curse is lifted, nature can take its course without me. I belong at your side. And I'm glad to be had. Glad to be with you, I mean. Thaniel. I had to look after him. Without him, it wouldn't have lasted long. When Duke Elton formed the Flaming Fist, he sought out people of courage and honor to fill its ranks. You saved Thaniel, lifted the curse, and killed an immortal. It's safe to say you'd have been recruited in an instant. Gruff and intimidating, but he had the courage of 10 men and the love for Baldur's Gate few could match. I don't know if this Duke Ravengard is the same, but I will say this. The Flaming Fist are the cornerstone of the city, and the Dukes are its foundation. I hope you can save him, for the good of Baldur's Gate. When this land fell to the curse, I should have gone with it. Thaniel is the only reason I survived. It's only fair I stay here and wait for him to awaken. You too, my friend. Thank you. From Thaniel and I.
What was it like in there?
In the curse.
Alright, we need a quick save. And let's have a word with Jaheira.
Our enemies spread like rub rot. Treat one patch, and two more bloom in its place. An elder brain, bound by lost Netherese magic, with servants of the Dead Three holding the chain. Reminds me of old times. Extensively. Mind flayers, too. But I never dreamed of seeing gods and Illithids working in consort. It is most disturbing. But take courage. We have killed a man who could not die, and stripped the Absolute's army of its general. You have a Netherstone, and you're on the scent of two more. These Chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them. Glad to be there. Falling foul of Ketheric convinced me that my grand adventures were behind me. That even if I survived, I should hang up my blades. But you convinced me otherwise. We ventured into darkness together. When we reach
I did not mean to skip that.
there will be even darker paths to tread. I will follow you wherever they lead. How does it compare to a shadow-cursed inn? With the Absolute's army gone, the Risen Road should be clear. We can follow it all the way to Baldur's Gate. There's a Harper's safe house in Worm's Crossing. Denthalan's Dancing Axe. We'd do well to check in with them before entering the city proper. Beyond that, our course is yours to set. Find me at your camp, huh? I can remember how to take orders, as well as give them.
Withers, why are you here?
A curse lifted. The Dead Three allied once more. The balance shifts. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do Illithids possess souls? No. Nor canst thou count mind flayers among them. Yet, the three amass an Illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, mortal? This is the question thou must come to answer.
That is a good
Until
question,
such
Withers.
time, be availed of my services. Where matters of balance are concerned, I am eternally called. Yes, Bane, Lord of Darkness, Baal, Lord of Murder, Merkel, Lord of Bones. Once judged, ascended, then vanquished, as one, and as three. The Alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake, and the gods shudder. No.
I knew he was going to say that. Okay.
Alfira's writing us a song. A stupid...
Why, yes. Once Alfira's done with this song, we will be looking for patron.
Miss Alfira wants to write us a song.
You're here. Good. That's good. Me? Oh, I'm fine. I'm just worried about the kids. Maula's still missing, and they haven't taken it. I've been trying to cheer them up. We're writing a song together. But I think they're just humoring me. Maybe. I'd love to put on a show just for them. But I need another bard. Maybe I'll find one in this...
I don't know who you are.
Back in last light, I was racking my brains how the elves do, and then a blinding light cuts through the darkness like a Didn't think we'd make it without the old El Rider to lead us, but you did a damn fine job. I would. He didn't have any fight left in him.
The briefest hesitation as Ceres wars with old loyalties and wins.
I looked up to him. We all did. But he let us down when we needed him most. There are less mouths to feed, but we still need supplies for the road. Hopefully, we'll see you.
Thanks for watching out for me. You could have tossed me back in the shadows.
Alright. Right back here I need to talk to. Quartermaster Tali.
It's a grim task, picking provisions from the dead. But the way I hear it, the fighting's not done yet. You need to resupply.
Yes, I do need to resupply. Do you have any healing potions? Free fireball on that staff.
Which way to the nearest library?
Let's switch to barter. Add those two. And now sort by value. I'll need that. I'm gonna keep Ketherick's Warhammer. Just because I feel like it's something we should keep. I don't think I need this mace. I'll keep the shield, probably give that to Shadowheart. Need to give that to Gale. I don't think that we have or are going to have a bard, but I'll keep those just in case. I don't think I'm ever going to need that. I'll give that to Asterion. I've been carrying more crap around than I realized. Alright, I have read all these books, I think. They're not worth a lot, so I'm not going to sell them. Alright. Shadowheart. No, I can't access other people's inventories, apparently. Alright, you can take most of my money.
Lady Light.
Alright, send that to Gale.
Direct me.
Yeah, much better.
No one's stopped me yet. Time to press ahead.
The stonework is sublime. It's almost...
There you are. I was wondering where the devil you'd been. Who? Oh, right. Well, forget about that, McGungus. We have more important things to worry about. Like Wulbrin. Wulbrin and the Iron Hand Gnomes are planning something dreadful in the city. They have rune powder, they have motive. We have to stop them. With the sword of justice in one hand and the shield of self-righteousness in the other, we most certainly will. To saving the city. And my fool of a friend.
Moonrise has been cleansed.
Go home, Marcus, he says.
Blissful silence.
I owe you an apology. I saw you as a means to escape, nothing more. But when the sky lit up, when I followed it here, I knew you were behind it. I apologize for not seeing your true worth, and for being, quite frankly, rude in Last Light. I wasn't sure you would. I appreciate it. And that's precisely why I want you by my side in Baldur's Gate. The Iron Hand gnomes are going to save the city, and you can be part of it.
You see a column of fire that dominates the sky in a blazing inferno. Nothing more.
The plan is what it's always been. To bring the work and innovations of the Iron Hand gnomes to every corner of the realm. Problem is, Baldur's Gate is sick. Once the pinnacle of greatness, it's eating itself alive to save itself from starving. Find me in the city.
He's gonna try to blow the place up, isn't he? I'm stealing this shield.
I'll sort you out for dinner. How does the stone read?
Nobody over there. Alright. Do a quick save. Now let's go back to camp. Because we need to talk to Will. Actually, probably need to talk to everybody.
I never saw myself as a banisher of shadows before. I was always more of a lurker in, historically.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me. A great deal. But still, some of the details elude me. Ketheric Thorm was my father. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight? That's exactly it. And I tell you, I took one look at her and I just knew. She was it. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. I didn't know that then, but I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land. My home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And myself. No matter what. It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing. Rest. I'm grateful for your help. Your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long. But I'm grateful for a safe place to... well... just to be.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer. Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me! Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, Most High. Darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well, and return to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One. We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling
really
Isabel
like this
says we will
character.
stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it. Pray, ask, and I will tell. Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb. Ketheric Thorm. Father of my one and only love, enslaver of Dame Aelin. Ketheric Thorm never did trust me, even when he worshipped the Moon Maiden. He was threatened by my love for Isabel, by her love for me. When she died, curse the day, the hour, we each of us mourned bitterly. But Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief. And she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live! Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame Aelin. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder.
The shadows are losing their grip on these lands. Shah can indeed be thwarted. Comforting to know. You wanted something? Thank you. I think any attempts at comforting me might be in vain just now. But you're sweet to keep me in your thoughts.
The curse is broken and the shadows are lifting. In time, these lands will heal.
Will is, twitchy.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun. Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them. Orin, I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like. Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it? As would I, and more. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the Cult of the Dragon made its move.
The Cult of the Dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
To conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. The first of Tiamat's 5 heads. As the maelstrom howls, Mizura's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city. She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizura's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie. I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 grayed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. It is the one scar I ever bore of it. Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world or the depths of the lower dark and still never shake her. He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizora had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word: go. So I did. I understand. No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst, and Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither. And I went and proved him right. A Grand Duke's duty is to his city, first and foremost. There would only ever be one outcome.
Wish we could stay and see what this place will be like without the shadows. I bet it's beautiful. No rest for the wicked, huh?
I would not linger in this land over long. But whatever your business, I will aid you if I can.
Oh, Daniel's here?
You did it. Ketheric Thorm is no more. The Shadow's grip is broken. Soon, the land shall heal. Not as glad as I am. Nature moves at its own pace, and bestows its bounty when it sees fit. Give it time. A reward shall come to you when you need it most.
Okay. I will remember that, Daniel.
Hey, you. I made it. Easy peasy. You find Mum and Pops? Well, hurry. Then I'll teach you to conjure those vines.
We never did find Arabella's parents.
I think we've done rather a good thing here. A welcome change to gift this land a sliver of hope amongst so much despair.
Alright.
I'm ready.
Can't rest yet. This is going to be dangerous. I say it's going to be dangerous. We've killed everything, but...
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive. Thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies. Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her harpers, too. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others. Even if the buildings are demolished, there are always survivors. There are always those who will fight. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them together. We will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
I don't like that all she added at the end there. Alright.
No time to waste. What do we have here?
Oh, I have Shadowheart selected. That's why that was...
The doctor's found oblivion. Well, no time to mourn. I'll fix this without him.
His corpse. It's Arabella's father. The horror of his end I daren't contemplate.
Not dead. Merely medicated. To ease the pain.
Yep, we're gonna re-roll that. Better.
Yes. Yes. I knew these hands would not fail. Not much left now. But you're welcome to look.
I don't know if I can afford all this. I need those potions, though. Well, I'd already cleaned out my inventory, but apparently I had not. Balance the offer. Order.
Now.
Well, we found her parents now. Where are you, Withers? Oh, up here.
Hey, where's Mum and Pops? No. No, I don't believe you. It isn't true. It isn't! Get away from me!
And once she has had time to process the news. Now, we take a long rest. Because that is absolutely a thing that we very badly need to do. Okay. Karlach would like to talk. I don't suspect I've taken enough time for Arabella here, but I'm going to try to speak to her.
Leave. I would not linger in this land over long, but... Alright, let's talk to Karlach.
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him?
The tadpole, the absolute. How? I'd never have protected a Bainite even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him. He can't get away with what he's done. To me. To us. He won't get away with it.
I can feel it. The engine. It's getting hotter, louder. It's going to blow if we... You know, Zariel may have put the fucking thing in, but Gortash gave her the go-ahead. You expect this shit from devils, but not from the people you care about. Let's get to the city. Got business there I'm highly fucking keen to attend to.
You wanted something?
Alright, let's switch to Shadowheart. And let's go have a word. Yeah, with Dame Aelin.
Worth talking to, Babs.
It is time we spoke about your heritage. There's a debt I must repay.
You claim to know something about me. You knew about the wolves. Tell me everything.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget. Shah's embrace is something that was forced upon you. It is not your true nature.
That can't be. I was always loyal to Shah.
Until you weren't. Do you think it was but a brief lapse? A moment of madness? No. I think you finally listened to your heart. When you freed me from the Shadowfell, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain, his inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others someplace distant. Let me help you remember, so there will be no doubt.
A memory appears at the forefront of your mind.
That wolf. That elf. Who was he?
You already know who he is. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood? He is your father. And he lives still. As does your mother. I felt them. Bound to you.
That can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman, one who knows what must be done.
I have to find my parents.
You will have to face your abductors in their very lair, in Baldur's Gate. There is one more way in which I can help you. You have been forewarned, and now you shall be forearmed. You will remember this spear, no doubt. It was to be the instrument of my death. Now, It will become a parting gift in exchange for my life.
I thought that was lost in the Shadowfell. How do you have it?
Shar is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. I felt the spear call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shar calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will need it. But what you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before. A debt repaid. You gave me my life back. Now go and claim your own.
There must be more you can tell me.
Your mind is a deep, dark wood. There are dead ends, shadowy corners, lurking threats. I was lucky to be able to glean as much as I did. Besides, there are more hardships ahead. Knowing too much may cause you to despair, while a little ignorance may shield you. One last thing. Your parents have been in the hands of Shar's followers for some 40 years. It must take tremendous will for mortals to hold out that long. See that their sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
What am I to do?
Alright, time to rest. I imagine something is going to happen when we do this. But apparently not.
Can't slow down.
I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shar denied to me. Thank you. But I want you to refrain from foolish heroics. When the time comes, we'll be entering a nest of vipers. I couldn't bear to lose you. Not after everything. We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to. You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
Alright. Where is Arabella? Probably still doesn't want to talk to us.
I don't believe it. They can't be.
Breathe, child. Resist not the winds of change. Let them carry thee.
No.
Listen. Dost thou not hear it? Where creation meets ruin, where morning meets midnight, the root of all being. Balance.
They're dead. I can't. Balance.
Your very soul is tangled in shadow. Arabella's magic, wild as cursed briar. Her talent is now yours too.
The girl must learn the ways of the arcane, but she shan't remain here. The weave knows her purpose. It will guide her plainly, if she listens. Arabella holds a power beyond reckoning. That of the decaying forest and the seedling that bore it. But it is unbalanced. Her yoke is already heavy. If she walks thy path, it will surely break. Arabella will depart once thou dost leave these accursed lands. She will find her way safely. Thus, it is fated.
Bowman, you're making me leave.
Fear not, girl. Abandon not the weave, and it shall not abandon thee.
You feel her grief fade as if it were your own. There is a lightness in her now, veiling the power within, soothing it.
Is that my future? Is that why they died? It's wonderful. Thank you, Bowman, for being nice. If there are people like you around, perhaps everything will be all right.
Looking forward to a bit of rest.
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
Alright guys, I think that is where we are going to call it for the week. And that's a 2-hour long episode, which was about 60% conversation, it seems. But yeah, that's where we're going to call it for this week, and we'll be back next week, where I'm guessing we're heading into Act 3, guys. So progress is being made. I still can't believe we survived that fight. So until next time, guys, I want to thank y'all for joining me. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll see y'all next time. And have a good day.